Hello everyone, and welcome to the channel. In today's retro review, I'll be taking a look at the 1:1000 scale 3D printed model by Titanic Honor and Glory. For a bit of background, Titanic Honor and Glory is a project that aims to recreate the entire ship inside and out in Unreal Engine. Their stunning demos and real-time syncing recreations have rightfully garnered tons of attention online. Titanic Honor and Glory's team is filled with passionate individuals who through their efforts have shed lots of new light on the appearance of the RMS Titanic. One such contributor to the project is Zeno Silva, who is responsible for the creation of these 1:1000 scale 3D printed models. First announced in late 2018, these models were sold on Titanic Honor and Glory's online store. Zeno also created 1:1000 scale models of the other Olympic-class ships, as well as a scale replica of one of Titanic's tender ships, the SS Nomadic. Starting with the forecastle deck, we can see the forward anchor in its well, as well as the anchor chains and capstans. The forward cargo hatch is also present, and I was very impressed to see the walls of the forward cargo hatch painted. It's only about 1 millimeter tall. The breakwater walls are also painted white, and the steam winches on the back of the forecastle are correctly painted green. Notably absent, however, are the forward anchor crane and the forward mast. These details were included in later releases of the model. On the forward well deck, I was once again amazed to see the walls of the cargo hatches painted, as well as the bases of the cargo cranes, which is correct. The well deck walls are also painted. The care put into the paintwork on these models is truly remarkable. Zeno must have had some very tiny brushes. It is evident, however, that it wasn't possible to paint everything at this scale. As you can see, the exposed areas of A and B decks towards the bow are covered only in what I assume to be a gray primer that was sprayed or airbrushed onto the model. Despite this, the wood handrails that line the forwardmost parts of decks A and B are very cleanly painted. Moving on to the bridge, officers' quarters, and first-class entrance on the boat deck, one can observe the gray funnel bases, as well as the light gray roof of the bridge. The separation between the black and white starbuff sections of the funnels is very sharp and cleanly done. The collapsible lifeboats on each side of the first funnel can also be seen. I did notice the presence of some extra windows beneath the second funnel on the port side of the ship. This area shouldn't have any windows. The compass platform is the correct shape for Titanic, and features the compass tower in the center. All of the vents in this area are very nicely painted. The base of the third funnel and the roof of the engine room skylight correctly include lighter and darker shades of gray. The base of the fourth funnel should also have a lighter gray section towards the stern, but at this scale it's forgivable that Zeno opted to only use a darker gray in this area. Overall, the boat deck looks outstanding. The lifeboats even have davits, although one of mine either broke off or wasn't printed quite right. I did notice that there weren't any benches on the boat deck, which there should be, but at this scale, I suspect these would have been very difficult to print. It's possible that Zeno included them in later releases of the model, but I can't say for sure. Taking a look at A and B decks on the stern, we see once again the beautifully painted handrails that line the railings. The window placement in this area is particularly accurate, and the cargo hatches on B deck are correctly painted white. As on the forecastle, a mast is missing from this area on this model, but was included in a later release. The well deck walls, crane bases, and cargo hatch walls are very sensitively painted, as they were on the bow. Arriving at the poop deck, we can see some benches, vents, capstans, and bollards. Like the forecastle, the paintwork on these tiny details really make the models stand out. The railings of the docking bridge are also painted white. The floor of the docking bridge seems to have gone unpainted on this model, since it retains the gray primer color. Understandably, the flagpole on the very back of the stern is missing. This detail would no doubt be too small and fragile to print on a model of this size. My favorite part of this ship has to be the hull. Commercial Titanic model kits almost never get Titanic's hull shape right, and this model is one of the first that I've seen that really captures the correct appearance. The separation between the red and black sections is wonderfully clean, and I was stunned to see such a beautifully executed yellow sheer stripe between the white and black sections. This stripe is often difficult to replicate on large models, so the fact that it's so well done at this tiny size really pays testament to Zeno's knowledge and skill. All of the propellers are three-bladed. At the bottom of the hull, one can see a sticker with the Titanic Honor and Glory logo, along with Zeno's name. My model appears to be number 50. Coming in at a mere 27 centimeters long and just under 3 centimeters wide, this model is truly the product of a great deal of passion, skill, and knowledge. The ship comes with a base that displays the Titanic's name, as well as the scale of the model. Sadly, Titanic Honor and Glory no longer focuses on modeling in their online store. This 3D printed project was surely a massive undertaking that required a lot of time, and as the game inches toward completion, it's understandable that the team might want to focus more on the digital aspects of the project. Still, given the quality and appeal of these tiny Titanics, one can only hope that they will make a return someday. I want to thank you all so much for watching. The channel has just reached 2,000 subscribers, and I hope this retro review serves as an entertaining way to celebrate this milestone. Take care, and happy modeling.